And then you talk about the flip side of the coin, that risk of severe weather. You know, this time of year, we should have probably had more tornadoes than we have seen for the winter months. And it's been very quiet for severe weather. And unfortunately, Friday looks to be one of those days that the dynamics are there.
Yeah, I think there's the two sides to this. Obviously, you can go into both, from the snow to the severe. Both are going to be impactful in their own right. We do have the potential for severe weather even for today and for tomorrow with that first bout of energy. It's a little bit more isolated, but it does include places like OKC today. By tomorrow, it's into St. Louis, and then we really see it into Friday morning, Friday afternoon, that level 2 threat, which was initially a day 5 with a level 2. So there's
an
higher
early indicator
out of the gate, pretty much.
And when we have that early indication of a level 2, sometimes it is followed up by a last-minute upgrade. Those upgrades wouldn't happen until Friday morning. So just kind of sit still. The mid-Mississippi River Valley, lower Mississippi River Valley, that's a hot spot for severe weather, and that's where we'll be looking on Friday. And then this weekend, all left to the north. Look at these temperatures. D.C., 60 degrees.
Yeah, I mean, I think the temperatures, there's also that sharp crash behind the system. I was looking at Albuquerque, New Mexico, getting ready for some of the coldest air, if not the coldest air of the season so far. And we see the return of not just the cold air, but also that lake effect on the backside of this, because the lake's not completely frozen just yet. So we'll be tracking that as well. All right, as we continue on this morning, on this Wednesday, I also want to break down that severe threat just a little bit further, because we do have the threat for, it looks like, all hazards when it comes to severe, but also the threat for some heavy rain as we get into portions of the Mississippi Valley and into the Tennessee Valley. For the severe threat for Wednesday, for today, and into Thursday, again, it's a level 1 threat. It's isolated, and when you look at some of the hazards, the Storm Prediction Center will take a look at the potential for hail, for wind, and even for tornadoes. And today does look like more of a wind threat. We start to get more of that twist in the atmosphere by the time we get into Friday. This is the setup. We showed you the jet stream, that energy coming in, that trough coming in from the west, and you really start to see that secondary low strengthen, deepen, and that's going to be the catalyst for some of the bigger snow in Colorado, mainly because that first low helps usher in some of that colder air. But that second low is associated with a much stronger cold front, much stronger lift. We do have out ahead of it a warmer, very warm in some cases, atmosphere, temperature, and also quite a bit of moisture. So you have a buoyant air mass ahead of the cold front, and that cold front will be the triggering mechanism for some of that lift. We also have some wind shear. So the winds, as you get higher up, they get faster and they start to twist. And with the storm energy, not a ton of it. It is somewhat limited, but it looks like there will be just enough to see some of these storms pop, and in some cases, some that could bring that tornado potential. When you look at the level 2 threat, this is for Friday, and we'll be watching the timing as we get into Friday morning, as we get into the afternoon. But the level 2 threat does extend out of central, southern Louisiana through much of Mississippi, including Jackson, Starkville, and into Nashville, Tennessee. But also noting that level 1 threat, it does go into Kentucky and as far east as western portions of North Carolina. When you think about this part of the country and this time of year, it's not that out of the question to see severe weather. And when you look at the tornado possibility, it's not high, but it's there from Texas all the way to Georgia and into Tennessee and into Arkansas. You know, earlier this year, but actually it was late December. That's when we had the tornadoes confirmed out of Illinois, which felt a little odd in placement, but it does speak to the potential that it can happen if given the right opportunity. When you look at that cold front coming through and the timing, we're getting into Friday night, and you can see some of the heavier rain. Nothing really moves much until we get further into Saturday, but that's why we do have the flood concern and that opportunity for some of the severe weather for Friday as well. A quick look at some of the rain totals, and again, we've seen some spots go up in potential with 3 to 5 inches in central Tennessee.